Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you having a Hyundai Sonata. If you guys have a Hyundai Sonata that overheats, we'll share the top 10 reasons why Hyundai Sonata overheats and what can cause that. So make sure to stand till the end. It could be any of those things, and one of them is super simple. Most people never think about that guys, but it's a procedure that can follow guys. Okay, you can notice that your car starts overheating after actually working on your car or replacing sensors, and we will explain why. All that will be covered today. In addition, we will explain which engine computer we use for diagnostics, because many of you constantly ask me that in the comment section below. So this should actually work on Hyundai Sonata generation from year 2010 all the way to year 2015 guys. Also, let me introduce you quick to the channel. If you guys need to buy any parts, tools, anything like that, we'll share the links in the description of the video below, and you can see where we get all that from for a really good price and quick shipping as well. Another thing, every single car we get at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos, and specifically guys on this Hyundai Sonata we'll have more than 300 videos, mechanical videos that will be uploaded on the channel you're watching right now, and we'll have more than 200 electrical videos about diagnostics, fixing electrical components, and that will be posted on our second channel, Electrical Car Repair Live. Check it out guys. Everything okay will be shared so we can guys save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Specifically 2013 Hyundai Sonata that we have right here guys. What can cause that Sonata to overheat? So many things guys. Number one thing, you will be surprised, but that car actually does not have a sensor that detects if you have low coolant level. For instance, most German vehicles have a sensor that detects if you have a low coolant level, tells you inside add coolant. This one, that's the overflow bottle, there is no sensor. You should stay between low and full when the coolant is cold guys, okay, and I'll recommend to be close to the full side. Never check the coolant level in the radiator, okay, when the engine is hot. Let it sit overnight, check it next morning, and if it needs guys, okay, add some coolant. You can see ours doesn't have any, so you need to add coolant guys. Now, what else? Okay, what else can cause actually overheating that Sonata? Pretty simple, something such as bad radiator cap. That radiator cap has a valve that it's supposed to release pressure to the overflow bottle, or if it's not functioning correctly, that cap can actually cause your car to overheat because you may be running an open system. So that's very, very likely. Another thing that you need to check, make sure the serpentine belt is still installed, because if the belt fell off, okay, that can cause, okay, your water pump, which is located on the back side right there, not to spin, and your car will overheat. So inspect the serpentine belt. Also, you may have a bad water pump, and we have a video on the channel that explains how to replace water pump on Hyundai Sonata coming very soon, so please guys check it out. Something else, radiator fan. That's super common guys. Okay, radiator fan that does not work can actually cause your Hyundai Sonata not to actually overheat, and so many things can cause your radiator fan not to work. One of them, radiator fan resistor could be bad. You can have a bad radiator fan motor. You can have bad relays here. Okay, the relays for the radiator fan, you have multiple ones. In some cases you may even have a bad engine computer that controls the radiator fan. So many things guys, but you need to start one by one. We have a video how to test radiator fan, how to find out if it's working, so you can find out okay if yours is good or bad. Another thing, coolant temperature sensor that's malfunctioning, that's not working correct, that can cause your Hyundai Sonata to overheat. And we have a video that explains how to test coolant temperature sensor, which is pretty simple guys, not very complicated at all. Another thing, thermostat guys. This is your thermostat. It will be in the thermostat housing right here. That's a very common reason for Hyundai Sonata to overheat, especially if that thermostat is stuck close. The coolant will not circulate, and that can cause overheating issues as well. Also, make sure that you don't have any coolant leaks. You can develop that from the thermostat housing, from the thermostat itself. You have that gasket right here, then you have two more gaskets on the back side. Make sure all the hoses are plugged in and not leaking. You have two hoses going to the throttle body. You have hoses actually coming towards the back side, coming towards the radiator, the heat core, all that. Make sure it's in good working condition. And you hope guys that this is not the case. You may have a bad cylinder head gasket. Now, if you want to know what are the symptoms of bad cylinder head gasket, we have the video on our channel, and that's going to teach you guys okay how to find out if you have bad cylinder head gasket. That you hope that's not the case. But we talked about something simple that most people forget about. That before we continue, let me explain which computer we use for diagnostics. This one here guys, Maxicom. We'll share the link in the description of the video below. What we like about it, you can work on almost any car car you can think of. It's amazing too. And also guys, okay, you can see Hyundai is right here. You can access every computer in your car. You can read the lead codes and see live data for every computer in your vehicle. And that Hyundai Sonata has 17 computers and it's a 2013 model. Imagine the new ones, they have even more guys. And with the help of that scanner you can test quite a few systems as well. Now, we talked about something simple guys. Let's say you replace thermostat or coolant temperature sensor, radiator, something like that. And you want to know, okay, why your car started overheating? Because probably you didn't bleed the cooling system. You need to follow certain procedure to bleed the cooling system on a car after you drain the coolant and you add a new coolant. Otherwise you may end up having air pockets in the cylinder head or the cooling system, which will prevent coolant from circulating, and that can lead guys actually to overheating issue. So you get the idea guys. That's quite common as well. Bleed the cooling system and see if that fixes the problem. Always check the level, bleed the cooling system, test the sensors, radiator fan, and most likely it will be one of those things. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you next time.